podcast world to another episode of Turn of the Millennials.
Hey, what's up? I'm Lindy.
I'm Stephanie, and today we are going to talk about one of, I believe, our Canadian
Icons.
icons.
One of the greatest female country music singers ever.
I think even of all time. Not even that she's Canadian, but just even of all time. Even with them against the Americans.
I would agree with that.
She's
absolutely.
Actually, I believe the other day we heard she's in the top 5 of the highest paid country
She
females.
makes as much as Taylor Swift, apparently, is what Kevin just fucking told me.
Right? So, good on her.
Yeah.
We are talking about Shania Twain.
Good old Shania Twain. Oh
From
my God, she
Timmins?
ruled. Yep. She ruled the late 90s, early 2000s with her music. From 95 to 2002.
Like, she was just everywhere.
Or even past 2002.
Even past 2002. But specifically, those are the kind of albums that we're going to talk about today.
Like her second album that was released in 95.
The Woman in Me.
Every single freaking song was in a movie. Like in 1996.
Right?
Her songs were
Come
everywhere.
On Over, like her...
Yep.
They
managed to
25th
find a way
anniversary, actually, this year is
Yeah.
their 25th anniversary of Come On Over, which I think almost every single song got released as a single. I think so. And she toured off of that
Pretty
freaking
near
album for
close
like,
of it.
what,
few
like
years.
4 years, something like that, like at least 2.5, I think.
Yeah, she did like a worldwide, and she hit like every continent, almost like every capital city or every major city.
Yeah.
Like she was everywhere. I definitely like had her albums or stole my parents' albums of hers, and
yeah,
I loved her music. I still do.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, it's a little overplayed even now. Like I hear Shania Twain every single morning on my way to work.
For being 25 years out, like still hearing her on like Chime FM or any of those, I guess, adult contemporary channels more so because you wouldn't hear it on the beat or anything like those poppy channels. But yeah.
Like, new music.
New music. However, they did, her and Kelsey Ballerini had a song together, which kind of threw her back into the limelight this year. It's a country artist, but still, it's threw her back into the limelight again this year.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh. And she's actually one of the headliners at Boots and Hearts this year. That's why we were joking that she's, again, going to be touring this album on its 25th anniversary.
Yeah, I heard that. I saw the post on Facebook.
Yep, that's going to be...
I'm not a country fan. Not new country anyway. My favorite country is like anywhere before 2004.
Because I feel like everyone who says that stopped listening to country and then don't even give it a chance because it's actually pretty awesome now. So everyone I know says that is all closed-minded. They're all the exact same because they're all your metalheads.
Like, I'm sure there's great songs.
It's all the metalheads that literally have this. Every metalhead I talk to, no offense, but every metalhead I talk to about it, they always say, no, I like 90s country or like Johnny Cash country. I hate the new country. And I'm like, have you listened to it? Like, no. And I was like, exactly.
Well, I have, because through you and Kevin and stuff, like, I have heard today's country. I have heard some of it,
yes, yeah.
And whatnot, but I'm not a fan of it. There are a few catchy songs out there. I couldn't name any of them or who sings them. Like, there are a few catchy ones that are out there that I've come to like and whatever, but overall, I'm not a country music fan. My preference of country era was before 2004.
I get it. Just it's like you said, it's funny. Just every time,
and you know what? But that's not even just country. I don't like today's pop. I don't fucking like today's rock. I don't like any of today's music.
There's like a handful of pop songs I might like.
I couldn't even give you 5 songs from this era or from like the last 10 years that I actually like. Well, one coming to mind is
Cardi B.
No.
There's the one song where it was I like diamonds. I like diamonds.
Kings and Queens by Ava Max. I fucking love that song.
I don't know if I know that one.
And yeah, but like
See, you said a song that I don't even think I know.
Like, you would know it if you heard it. I'm not a fan of today's music. I'm not. Like, I'm just, call me fucking old. I don't give a shit. I'm just whatever.
We're now that age, guys. We are now that age. Our parents.
I don't know.
I was once with it, or as Grandpa Simpson said, I was with it, but what was it has changed, and now is what is it? I don't like it.
You changed what it was, and now I'm not with what it is anymore.
Yeah, that's where we're at.
So,
since we're talking about oldness, what's your millennial moment?
Millennial moment.
I stopped myself on that one.
You did. Okay, so we're living at my parents', and my dad hooked up our TV to the cable in the basement where, like, Aaron and I are staying until we get to move in 13 days, but who's counting? And so Aiden and Riley, my stepkids, were over while Aaron was at work, and I got up to clean, to putter around and do some laundry and just clean some things up or whatever. And I tossed Aiden the controller, and I had it on channel 13, the TV Guide channel. And after like a minute or two or whatever, he goes, Lindy. I'm like, what? And he's like, can I not like flip through this channel? Like, do I have to sit here and watch it rotate on its own time? I'm like, yes.
Because what, do they have like ExpressView at home where you can, or like the digital
or
boxes?
any streaming service kind of deal?
I guess. All the digital boxes.
Yeah,
you can
I'm
now
like, bro, it's cable, not satellite. Like, you have to watch
Live
there and
TV,
let it rotate
guys.
its own time. And he goes, oh my God, this is torture. I was like, bro, that was revolutionary when it came out. And he's like, you're older than this?
Oh God.
I'm like, I'm sending you home.
That's it. You're going back to your mother. Go home.
But oh man, I just, ouch, bro.
Right.
They sting me so hard, like every time I see them, and like it's hilarious. I absolutely love it because like I love the banter I can have with my stepkids, but it just sometimes it cuts deep.
Right. I'm a little glad I don't have children around all the time at the moment because I would have a lot more of these millennial moments cut
well,
deep.
like they're gonna be 13 and 16
No,
this year. Like they're not even like children.
Well, because Scott and Grace are like 12 and 10 or something like that. His nieces and nephews, and it's like, but they're still. We're not around them all the time, so that like it doesn't sink in. The zingers, like sometimes when we're at the cottage with them, I'll get a zinger, and I'm like, oh, that hurt deep. But because we're not around them as often as you are with like your stepkids, I don't feel the zingers as often, and because I don't have my own children, I don't have
like I'm
zingers
pretty
as
sure
often.
my hair is graying at twice the rate it used to be. Like I need to dye it again, but I'm waiting closer till we get like our engagement pictures done.
Yeah,
because I don't want it to like fade out. I don't want roots.
I don't want to have to dye it again another time just before it as well. Like it's a little thing.
Well, I'm gonna have a different hair color for engagement photos and then a different color hair for when we get married. I know, I'm lame. Shush. Okay, Shania Twain.
So my millennial moment.
Oh, fuck, sorry.
That's okay. But it's kind of in the realm of it because I am a country fan. So listening to some of the old country, listening to Strawberry Wine, you remember this song.
Yes.
And she says, I remember when 30 was old. Yeah. And
I listened to that song a couple months ago for the first time in a long time.
Right? It's a great song. It is a great song.
So hard.
Such a good song. And I understand like the whateverness of the
I
song.
literally felt my crow's feet.
Because we're almost pushing 40. And
I'm going to be 39 in 3 fucking months.
So that was definitely my millennial moment.
I hope you guys are ready to hear stories of my midlife crisis because that's going to be like a year and a half away. That'll be season 3.
Even for the next year, you'll be hearing how much she hates about to turn 40, turning 40.
I know, but you know what? Like, I'm trying to stay more positive about it because then I'm thinking because 10 years ago, I was going to be 30, but I was super excited to turn 30 because my 20s sucked. I was with the wrong guy for so long.
Have you watched This Is 40 yet?
Not yet.
Okay. It might help you because she has, she's a little breakdown, but she's also accepting,
I'm also 10 years away from turning 50, and then 60's not that far away, so fucking enjoy 40 while you're that young. Right? Like, I'm trying to get into the mentality.
I try not to live too far ahead. Like, I understand we need to live for a future and understand that, we have to have, get ready for ourselves for when we're older. But at the same time, I don't want to think too far into the future because, exactly, I want to live at being the age I am and enjoy where I am right now.
I don't think my anxiety comes from, like, the actual years lived. My anxiety comes from the amount of years left. That's where I'm at. I'm having a hard time coming to realization about my mortality, watching my parents get older, watching my mom being so frail how she is. And it's something I think about, and it's not something any fucking adult ever prepares you for. Like,
I was actually watching something the other day where they say, like, there's a reason why people, I think it was based on RRSPs and, like, retirement savings. A lot of people don't have it because in their 20s and 30s, they don't think to prepare for those
inevitable.
People don't want to think about their future or them getting old. We live in a society that wants to stay young. We want to stay young, so we don't. Even though you can exteriorly be young, you still have to plan for those later years. And I gradually start to accept every kind of year because I don't know. I think I'm just more living in the moment, so I've accepted all of my things. The only thing is obviously maybe still the kid thing because that's the only thing is the window gets because my body,
smaller,
body part,
Yeah.
It's not a matter of me not being able to.
Older you get, the more risks you face.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's the option of if you still want them, do you do adoption or whatever. So that's my only real thing. Other than that, you can just live in the present. Everything else is okay. Like,
yeah, like enjoy your life and everything, but plan for the future. Like, I had to ask my dad yesterday, like, because I thought about it and like, how does a CPP actually work? Like, how do you know how much is in your CPP? which is like your retirement fund or whatever.
Canadian pension plan.
Yeah, and my dad explained it to me in a way like that makes total sense. Like it caps every year at $38,000 and it starts over the year after.
But as opposed to, I believe your dad has a pension from them, and that's a totally different thing.
Mm-hmm.
Totally different. Because usually with pensions, because they're a union, the pensions is they take the average salary of your last 5 years of working at the company, which usually your last 5 years are your highest work or your highest paying years because you've been working for a company for many years, and it's your highest earning years. And then they take the average of those 5 years, then they pay that out to you for basically almost the rest of your life. Well, but all these companies nowadays have RRSPs, which me and Kevin have calculated it. You have to work about 30 years to get 1 year's worth of your salary if you contribute to the RSP when your company has like say a 3 or 6% matching or whatever. So they got rid of all these pensions and unions back in the day when they were actually kind of cushy for their employees when they retired. And now we're all stuck with RSPs. So you got to save for yourself for the future. So if you don't save your own RSPs and you're expecting just your work to like have money, nah, you're going to be sadly mistaken, unfortunately.
I'm glad I've started my own RSPs then.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I should probably up my weekly deposit into those accounts though.
Right.
It's not much right now. But anyway.
Yeah, we don't want to think of our mortality anymore. We're going to talk about Shania Twain.
Sorry, we're getting low there, guys. We got super fucking real. So sorry.
It happens.
It
40
does
in
happen.
life, you know. It is what it is. We also have to know we're in the same room today.
We are. We're throwing back.
We're throwing back to our first episode.
Yeah.
Almost.
We've only, out of our own, like 30 somewhat episodes.
I think our first 10 were like in the same room.
Most of, yes.
And then I think we got stuck into another lockdown again.
Yeah,
and
so then we had to go Zoom.
online.
And Zoom just became super convenient.
Just kind of came, yeah, because
and
we
it
could do it
got
at
cold,
any time.
so you stopped coming up my way.
I didn't get my license as well.
Yeah,
so I couldn't do anything
license.
for 7 months. Which
for
I
medical reasons, not because she got a DUI or anything, which she didn't. Just like it was medical reasons.
It was medical purposes. I fainted while driving. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. She's good.
It's fine.
Yeah,
it's great.
Her car wasn't, but now she has a new one. It's okay.
So I just got it back this week. Woohoo! Oh, it's okay, Randy.
Cool,
so,
guys. It's cool.
We're throwing it back. We're in the same room today.
Yeah.
So it's kind of
So that's why the sound might be. That's why we're probably like in sync now,
right?
We're recording in the same file.
There's
not like,
and there's also no.
Yeah.
Oh, you're frozen. You're frozen.
Yep. Oh, you're frozen. Where'd you go? What happened?
What happened? Which I usually try to cut those out, but you can't always get all of them, so you've probably heard them.
Because I forget what episode we were listening to, but we were both trying to sing a song at the same time and be in sync together, and it was so fucking off. And I'm just like, that never works. Why do we keep trying?
I know. It never works. Never works.
Oh my god.
So bad. So back to Shania Twain. So we'll talk about, I guess, the 25th celebratory album, which was Come On Over, was released in November 4th, 1997. Sorry. It was her third studio album, debuted at #1 on Billboard Country, and stayed for 50 consecutive weeks.
That's almost a full year.
2 weeks shy of a whole year.
Yeah.
Stayed on top for a total of, in the top 10 for 151 weeks. That's quite a long time to be in a top 10. Quite a long time. 10 of the 16 tracks hit the top 20 of the hot country charts, 8 of which hit the top 10, including 3 number ones. 7 of the tracks also made the top 50 Billboard Hot 100 charts. So not even just country, just the Hot 100. Because she kind of had some pop crossovers. Sort of did. Only peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 200, and then stayed on the chart for 2 years and sold 40 million copies worldwide.
In total.
Of
that album.
Of that album. Yes, that
Just
particular
that
album. It's the biggest selling studio album by a solo female musician in Guinness, and best-selling album in the US by a solo female artist, the 9th highest album of any type of artist in the US, and top-selling country album. At the time, I believe she may have been dethroned, possibly by a Taylor. I don't know. But that's what I had found, I guess, in my things. I could be wrong, but that was some of the accolades, I guess, at the time that she had won for this particular one.
Yeah.
She toured with this album from 1998 to 1999, won Country Tour of the Year in 98 and 99.
She had really great shows. Like, I never went to one of her concerts.
But a lot of the videos were lives of her
Much
concerts.
Music played a lot of her concerts. CMT played a lot of her concerts live. And she was a fucking crowd pleaser.
She was a great performer, had a great stage show. She knew what to do.
She's an entertainer.
She was. She was amazing.
She's an entertainer.
12 of the 16 songs released as singles also released videos. From this moment on, the sales skyrocketed after release. They had a pop version with Brian, and then they had the regular version duet with Brian White.
Yeah, that one is one I have on my Spotify.
And that's one that's actually, I believe, on the album as well.
Yeah.
In 1998, it was pop remixed for the UK market, and it went to number 1 there for 11 weeks. Spent 99 weeks on the Hot 200 charts. Declared most played artist in 1999.
That does not shock me.
Not at all. And in 2012, it was certified double diamond.
Damn, how many is that? 40 million.
What?
We're Googling right now.
Double diamond. Whoops, not farms. Records. Record sales. 2 million units, representing the highest selling albums in Canada. But that's Canada. What is America? 20 million units. Oh, so American is over 20 million units. And then in Canada, it looks like over 2 million units.
Well, that's just maddeningly inconsistent.
Right?
Anyway, the point is, she sold a lot of fucking damn albums.
That sold a lot of albums.
And yeah, I don't know about you, but Shania Twain was a huge part of my life growing up. Huge part.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, she was from Timmins, which was like a little small town from northern Ontario, and like kind of
her music was absolutely everywhere.
Everywhere.
Like, they even managed to like squeeze one of her songs into Twister. It's what did he just say?
She's Red Province. Which we have other feelings about how it's not technically Red Province, it's actually Blue Province, but that's a whole other political issue that we'll talk in another podcast sometime. So yeah, basically like that one, we've got like what? Man, I Feel Like a Woman, Don't Be Stupid, From This Moment On,
Which I have things to say about Don't Be Stupid. You're
Still the One, Honey, I'm Home, That Don't Impress Me Much, Rock This Country, You've Got Away. Like, those were the big ones that I remember. A bunch of the other ones I'm sure got released, but those were the big ones that I remember. Oh, Love Gets Me Every Time. Yep.
Can we talk about Don't Be Stupid for a second? For just a hot fucking minute?
You know I love you.
Okay.
Don't be ridiculous.
I love this song growing up. Fucking love this song. Sang along all the fucking time.
But we know this is an issue.
I know. Hindsight, I get it. But listening to things back now, the lyrics for this song, all it is this guy is fucking gaslighting the shit out of her. Like, this is manipulation 101. Where it's, you're so complicated. You hang over my shoulder when I read my mail. When I talk to other guys, you think they're on my tail. I get so aggravated when I get off the phone. You give me the third degree. Hold on, let me scroll down to the next one. Stop overreacting. You get suspicious when I paint my nails. You dramatize every little small detail. Like, you need to relax, blah, blah, blah. You know I love you. You know I'm crazy about it. How can you love someone that's that fucking controlling? Like, back the fuck off, dude. Like, that's what, like, I don't know. It's just what fucking analyzing songs does to you when you're older.
When you're older, just enjoy like, the hindsight of
It's just pure gaslighting
nostalgia.
And manipulation.
Right.
Like, fuck. Like, I'm sitting there listening to it while I'm at work, and I'm just like, fuck, dude. Just like when we were talking about Shut Up by Marianas Trench. Like, same fucking thing. Fuck.
But
I hate that.
Also, she's trying to be like, don't be stupid. Like, I know she says I love you, but it's still like, don't be stupid, fuck off. Like, she's trying to just be like, dude.
But it just makes me think of like those relationships where it's like,
but on the other spectrum,
asking for validation. And
but on the other spectrum, if you've got a car or you look like Brad Pitt, that don't impress me much.
Yes, that's true.
Even though you
kiss
your cock at night, which I'm sorry, I told Kevin this. I told Kevin this. It is car, guys. But when you listen to it, it sounds like she says cock. I know it sounds funny, but for the longest time, this was a joke we had. It sounded like she said cock instead of car.
And that's what we usually said when we sang it.
We sang it, exactly. So, again, I know at that one it's gaslighting, but at least at this one, she's like, well, guess what? It doesn't matter what you have and show me. That doesn't impress me much. Like, you gotta... Yeah.
So, it's the way you are. It's the person you are. It's not what you have or, you know, what you know. It's the way you treat me, kind of
But
thing.
we also, in hindsight, also know that she was with a kind of controlling...
Mutt Lang, I believe. And I'm pretty sure, I didn't look this up yet, but I remember hearing these rumors back then. Yeah. That she was his babysitter. Because I know it was the same thing with Celine Dion.
They knew each other from before or something like that.
Or he was her manager, maybe.
Yeah. It was her manager. She did marry her manager. Yeah.
And then you thought that they had like this,
because it was the same with Mariah and Tommy. Yeah. Tommy Mottola.
That you thought that they had this most picturesque, perfect marriage, and then 10 years later, I think that's long. I think that's how long they were married for. Because I feel like by the time all these things about it,
I think the time she got to Up, she wasn't with him, which is 20 years ago. I think they divorced before that one.
Hold on, I'm looking it up. 1 second. Oh, the complicated history of how Shania Twain swapped husbands with. Hold on, it's loading.
What?
Best friend after ex cheated on her.
Weird.
Oh my god. This was from March 16th, 2022. This is like the newest article. Weird. What the fuck? Although she met record producer Robert John Mutt Lang after he had heard her songs on her debut album in the early 90s, 1993 to be specific. Yeah. He offered to produce and write songs for her next album. They met in June of 93, quickly became an item, and they married in December of that year.
Okay, so right before Woman and Me.
Yeah. In 2001, they had a son together, Asia, meeting her future second husband through her assistant and best friend. Shania and Lang and their young son traveled to Switzerland in the 90s and hired Marie Anne Thibaud, I don't know how to pronounce that, as her, right there.
Yeah.
As her assistant to help take care of their home and undertake daily tasks for the family. Marianne was married to Frederick Thibaud, a Swiss executive for Nestle, and the two families became quickly close. They were good friends, la la la. Lang suddenly told Shania that he wanted a divorce in the summer of 2008, but didn't give her a full reason for the end of their 14-year marriage. Shania went to her best friend and assistant Marianne for advice. I said to Marianne, "Don't you think my husband is acting strange?" She said, "No, I don't see anything strange." Turns out that Marianne was not telling the truth. She was reportedly having an affair with Lang. So her and her best friend switched fucking husbands.
Oh, interesting.
That's fascinating. That's fucking weird.
Interesting.
Like that.
So then they probably consoled each other and then got together or something.
That must be so weird for their kids because it's like, my dad, like how do you explain that? My stepmom and my stepdad used to be married, and now they're with my mom and dad respectively.
Sheila's my mom's ex-best friend. It's not much far off.
Yeah,
and
but
they're still together. It's not the exact way, but it's still sort of. It's half of the equation. So
that's true. I mean, it's true, but still. It's a weird situation.
No, absolutely. The other way around. To make the equation full on, absolutely. But I understand half of the equation where I'm like, it is weird because it is still this person that's your parents' best friends that you've known forever still in your life while your parents are still together. So like,
that's odd. Weird. But anyway, she's super talented.
Right?
Yeah.
What else do we have on here? Oh, Rock This. You've Got Away. It was one of the ballads. And then
I think From This Moment and
From This. You're Still the One.
You're Still the One are probably like. They were probably like the number one wedding songs in like 98.
Oh, 99. From This Moment On for sure was. Sure, From This Moment On was. I remember that. And then Man, I Feel Like a Woman was like the breakout female empowerment sort of song at that point as well. Because we had Spice Girls and all the other girl powers.
She was all about like female empowerment and like independence and everything like that, right? Best wedding songs of 1999. Lone Star.
I was going to say Amazed if it wasn't 98 or 99. That was another one that was.
Back at One, Brian McKnight.
Okay.
Spend My Life with You, Eric Bennett.
I don't even know that song.
I don't know that either. I Knew I Loved You, Savage Garden.
Okay.
Higher by Creed. Really? People getting married in 1999, explain yourselves.
Please explain yourselves. If this is
awful. You Had Me From Hello by Kenny Chesney.
Okay, maybe.
How Forever Feels, Kenny Chesney.
What about 98?
My Best Friend, Tim McGraw. I Love You, Martina McBride. My phone takes forever to fucking load. 1 second. Gloria Stefan's Music of My Heart. Oh, My Music of My Heart. That's such a good song.
Oh, with NSYNC?
Yeah, with NSYNC. So good. Yeah. Actually, I think I might actually have it on my Spotify already. Okay, let me search 98. 1998 and search.
There's also
I Don't Want to Miss a Thing by Aerosmith. Version. This Kiss by Faith Hill. I Do Cherish You by Mark Wells. Husband and Wives, Brooks and Dunn.
Okay, that's not even on that one. Interesting.
Really? Like I'm fine. It's weird.
Pretty
you
sure
don't
I remember
see her name in there at all.
Maybe it was a Canadian thing, but I still feel like that's
Monica's. If You Ever Have Forever in Mind by Vince Gill. What was Monica's? The First Night.
What?
The First Night.
That's like it's a dance song more so.
Cover You in Kisses by
Don't
John
get
Michael
down
Montgomery.
on a first night.
Forever Love, Reba McEntire. Now that
whatever list you're looking at is all fucking weird.
I don't know. It was just whatever one. I said a prayer. Like, Shania's not even fucking on this list. What
anyways,
the hell?
This is clearly not the right list. So
obviously
we're just going
not.
to...
They just, whoever wrote this list is fucking stupid.
Those two songs were definitely high up in the...
I'm not saying the website I got it off of.
No. Not at all. Honey, I'm Home. That one was also a fun one.
That one,
I like
I
that
love
one.
that one because she plays such like
the man.
the typical male role,
Yeah.
where they come home from work and expect the woman to take care of him,
the kitchen,
and
on the table when they
Yeah.
get home, and blah blah blah.
like
Pour me a cold one, and oh, by the way, get off my feet.
yeah,
Or rub my feet. Give
get
me
off
something.
the phone, give
Give
the
me
dog
something
a bone.
to eat.
Give the dog a bone. Hey,
Honey,
hey,
I'm
honey,
home.
I'm home.
That was actually kind of like the best part, I think, about growing up as like sort of a millennial at that turn of the millennium, is you had a lot of like, I guess prior to 9/11, because there's a lot of things that I've noticed within 9/11.
Yeah.
So there was definitely an increase in the whole girl power, girls becoming more prominent. And then for some reason in 2001, after 9/11, I don't know what it was, girls just sort of retreated a little bit.
I don't know. She
'Cause,
came
like,
out with an awesome album in 2002.
She did. But like the Spice Girls had kind of gone away, like we didn't have.
Well, because they also got older and they got married, had families.
But there wasn't
whatever.
like another girl group that kind of came in to replace them at the time either. So it was kind of like after that.
Well, I mean, and that's where like Girlicious and Pussycat Dolls and shit came in. Like they started coming
like
in
08.
around there.
They were like,
Were they
06,
later?
Yeah, because manufacturer group I think was at least 08, 09. And Pussycat Dolls, it might have been 06. 05, 06.
Okay. I just thought that was earlier on.
I know.
Earlier 2000s.
The 2000s is a little weird for me because it's
the early 2000s are kind of a blur for myself.
right.
Well, because I'm like 17 to 27. I'm like, it's the only thing I really remember was my trip to England with your sister.
Yeah, there's some drinking happening going on there, and there was some, some being
It's-
20-year-olds.
It was a decade where the majority I was with the wrong person and horrible things happened, and I would have rather just not remember that part.
Right.
So I think I've like put a block in my brain of many memories from that time of my life.
Compartmentalization, I
I
believe,
put
is
it in
what
like
they
the
call
recycling
that.
bin and tucked it to the back. Where like
the green bin and tucked it right in the back.
Yeah. The do not open ever.
Just
file.
let it organic waste just sit and just decompose back there, please.
Yes. And melt away. Just
Do not recycle, just keep decompose. Decompose, please.
put in the compost pile.
So then our 20th album, 20-year album is
Hold on. I need to say something.
okay.
I think with this album, the Come On Over album, there was that one song, I don't remember the title of it. I couldn't think of it while I was looking at the list, but it's the one where like I think she kind of brought back, at least for a little bit amount of time, the craze of line dancing. Because the song where it's like, kick, turn, stomp, stomp, heel to toe, do-si-do, and you don't give way to your boots and your back break. You know that one? Just can't
I'm
take
pretty sure
anymore. Come on, everybody.
that's from the first album.
Is it?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Isn't that the one where she's wearing the jean?
I don't know the video. I just know the song.
Oh, what's the song? Oh, it's eluded me. She's wearing jean video and jean. It's from the first album. Second album. Sorry, her second album. Her first.
Which would be Come On Over.
No, because remember we just said there's the album, Woman and Me. It's from the Woman and Me album.
There's
not
her
Come On Over.
self-proclaimed Shania Twain 93. Oh, right, The Woman in Me. Okay, so which one? What song would that be?
Not Boots Been Under. Hold on. What is it?
Who-
Any
is
Man
it-
of Mine.
Any man. Oh, right. Yes.
I was like, what the song is it? I just remember the video with her and the denim.
Okay, so we were gonna move on to that album anyway, so we might as well just start with that song.
that one is she's wearing the denim vest and then
I honestly don't
the
remember the
501
video.
Levi's jeans. Oh,
But I do absolutely remember the song at like
Do
the
not
teen
remember the-
dances at the trailer.
The up one for
And
this.
we would like line dance and shit
yeah.
to it, and I really think that she brought back line dancing.
I think just in general, middle 90s country brought back line dancing
Mm-hmm.
for sure. Like
If they guaranteed to play country music like before 2004, I would totally go to like a country line dancing bar.
yeah,
For sure.
Up.
Like in that, I loved Up. I love this song.
Like, but look at her outfit and her hair. That's
yeah, she's not
so
country.
2002.
Yeah.
This was
The
definitely
baggy
more.
pants, yeah, like
She was
yeah.
definitely more
The
pandering
silver
to the
pants.
pop a bit
Yeah.
on this album, which not the worst,
The
but
younger generation
a
trying
little more
to.
generation, but
Which it worked.
it worked.
I think it worked. I think this album was very successful.
Well, and she also had the because on Come On Over, she did go to the UK and it was a more poppy remixed version and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So this was probably also taking off of that success and trying to also get into that, keep in that market as well too. That's why she
Yeah.
probably also kept it more.
The extra baggy, extra
Poppier.
pocketed cargo pants.
And then that ponytail.
With all like the straps and shit on
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
that's-
I totally had a pair of those.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. With heels.
Right.
Yeah.
And her
with
hair doesn't even
heels.
look like, although
Puppy.
Although I'll admit it was all about the PC, straight, stringy looking hair. I'm not going to lie. In the 2000s, we were very about
The
straight and
2000s
PC
was
looking.
a very weird time for fashion.
As I'm watching How I Met Your Mother, because it's like prime middle 2000s.
2005 to 2013.
Yeah, so I'm on the first like couple of seasons right now and seeing some of the, like not even what Robin and Lily are wearing, watching what the background people are wearing at the bar and seeing like the skinny flares with the dresses over top and like the layers of like t-shirts because they wear the long sleeve over the t-shirts, and oh my gosh, it brings back memories. It's
Do you know
hilarious.
what's funny is that there's an episode where I
so
know
there's
that video.
her Canadian tuxedo that she's wearing.
Yeah, jeans and jeans.
Jean
And
on
jeans
jean
for
on
days.
jean, but it's cute.
It's cute.
She
pulls
makes it
off.
so cute.
And it would be totally in style now.
It is totally
Because it's
in
kind of a
style now.
crop top jean, her
Cropped
jean
tank
jacket
top.
with a white crop tank top.
And the high-waisted,
the high-waisted pants.
501
you know,
jeans,
like
which are
the
back
fucking
Levi's.
fucking mom jeans that
but that's what's in
fuck
style right
mom
now.
jeans. That's why I love my new work pants. Because I got my low rise back.
Yeah.
Because they're so big on me.
I told you, just go to the
They
thrift
just
stores.
sit.
Go to like
I know, but I
Value
don't like
Village and
jeans in
Toulouse.
general. And I'm
I
gonna
know.
go to the thrift store. I'm gonna go to Toulouse. Maybe
'Cause
tomorrow. I don't know.
There's
I'm-
still plenty
I'm
of
gonna
them
look
there.
for like cords and shit.
Yeah.
I want
Oh, you could find-
I like the low rise cords.
Yeah, but
with
you can
the cargo pants.
you can
and
find
stuff.
like
I
I've because whenever I go, I
not-
always get good finds.
The older I
can
get, the
always see
more
them.
uncomfortable jeans are to me. I just don't like them. They're too
I don't mind
cold in the
these,
winter and they're too hot
because
in
these
the
are
summer.
not like jeans.
Yeah, I just
I get away with
I
these.
don't know. I like my jeggings, but they've gotten to a point. I think my cat got to them because the front right here looks like it's all baggy and shit.
Yeah.
It just makes it look really fucking weird.
Plus,
so
just
I don't
after a
wanna
while,
wear them
this
anymore.
stretch just goes shit on them too. After a while,
Yeah, so I need to buy some new jeggings if I have to. But
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go to Toulouse and I'm gonna go buy some new low rise jeans, new old low rise jeans.
right?
Screw you, Valid.
Who's better for boots? Okay, so there's a video here on YouTube. I'm sorry, of Shania live in Vegas where she's on a horse. What?
We are podcasters.
Right?
Yeah, that's what the ad asked. Are you a podcaster? Skip ad.
As we said, Shania likes to put on a show, and yeah,
Yeah, she
she's.
does.
I believe that's what she's been doing for the last few years, is on and off in Vegas.
Yeah, skip forward. It's all instrumental. Oh, keep more instrumental. Oh, more instruments. Oh, there's. Oh, that's
There's
a horse on the
back.
screen. That's another horse.
It's
on
like
the
Black
screen.
Beauty or something. She's
The
doing. Oh,
fuck, yeah.
oh,
Oh my god, she does.
she literally is coming.
That's
in on a
awful.
horse.
I'm so
Wow.
against using animals in entertainment. Which, I mean, movies, like, you can't help it and stuff because...
A horse is like, not that a horse is not bad, but like horses were more used for modes of transportation like that.
Yeah, but to bring it out into a crowd like that, unless it's, you know, one of those horses that loves attention, kind of like that story
Right.
that's been floating around Facebook where the horse pretends to be dead for attention.
That's hilarious.
You haven't
Oh,
read
she
the-
has a
you
cape and
haven't read
everything
that story?
too. No, I haven't.
It's
She's
funny.
wearing a cape. Yeah, because look
Yeah.
at it. It seems
It
like
bows
it's
and shit, like
bowed
it
and
has tricks and
everything.
stuff,
Yeah.
and I don't know how I feel about the animal entertainment industry. I just don't.
I understand certain
So do-
animals
like, I
like
do,
do
I
not
get
make
it,
sense like
but-
at all.
Yeah,
But I feel like horses. It's kind
I'm
of like
okay
horses
yeah.
and dogs are like they've been with. I feel like they've just been with humans for so long that they kind of. A lot of people who have them sometimes treat them nice, sometimes they treat them as their transportation.
I
It
just say we
depends on
need
the
to
person.
replace humans with dogs, and the world would be fine.
Wow, Shania, you
Yeah.
are quite the. Oh, and she's singing to the horse though. You're still the
What
one.
song is it? Is it?
That's what it says here. You're still the one.
What did he just say? What did we say?
Because of the horse thing. She's literally serenading the horse on stage. So
Yeah.
really, she can't. It could be her own horse for all you fucking know.
Yeah,
and-
for
that
all
she
we
brought
know.
on stage.
Whatever. Like, I mean, it's a beautiful horse.
Because if she was doing residence in Vegas, I would assume she probably had a house in Vegas.
Yeah.
Like, let's be real. It could be her.
Is
own...
it the same horse every night? Do they constantly trek that horse back and forth every fucking day? Like,
Quite possibly the best live duet of all time with a horse.
horse wins best for whatever Emmy.
Horse wins Emmy for best performance ever.
Best supportive character.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh,
Yeah, so again,
man.
she's a performer.
Yeah.
Performer.
Oh, and then her fucking is it which song was it where she parodied Robert Palmer's
Man, I Feel Like a Woman.
Is that Man I
That's
Feel Like
Man, I
Woman?
Feel
Like
Like a
that one was
Woman.
pretty fucking iconic.
Yeah. In that
Yeah.
the black corset dress
Yeah.
with the tux and the
Yeah.
hat.
And
Yeah.
her fucking that don't impress me much outfit with like the leopard jacket, her
yes.
straight like bang red
Okay,
hair, like so dramatic.
I did not enjoy the straight cut bang on her. It was not my favorite look on her, I will admit. But yes, I know what you mean.
About it.
And she has the sexy guys in the background for Man, I Feel Like a Woman as well. We're just kind of watching it in the background here. So
she just swapped the gender roles.
So
in Robert
instead of
Palmer's,
the sexy girls, it was sexy guys.
What is that song, Robert Palmer's song? What the fuck? Why can't I
Addicted
think
to
of it?
Love.
Yes, Addicted to Love. Thank you.
And that long black trench coat.
With the veil over her eyes.
And the knee highs.
Yeah. That's a fucking hot look.
Yep.
Smoky eye. Her hat strategically dipped below one eye. It's very Mr. Vain.
And then she takes off each layer first, the jacket first, and then leaves on the shirt for a bit, and then takes the shirt
has
off.
Like the corset.
Right?
Thing,
With
like,
the...
Yep. No, it's hot.
There's a
it's
reason.
Definitely hot.
There's a reason our generation is the way we are. No.
The collar, the dog collar kind of thing, like the choker.
The choker.
Yeah.
And then it's funny because even like her blingy fringe on it, everything. Oh, Shania. And then what were you saying? Oh, that don't impress me much. That bright red lipstick. Her whole entire leopard, even her suitcase.
Yeah. Like the bra and everything. Like that's a fucking hot outfit.
In the desert too. Although it's also hot because she's in the desert.
Yes.
And that does not look like it's a very nice outfit.
That would be a killer fucking Halloween costume.
Right?
Yeah. Like it just, I love the hood. I just, I don't know. I love I'm not a leopard print fan. Like I'm not like, I don't think I own anything leopard print, but I love that. I think she pulls it off nicely.
She does. And then on the Up album, that was 20 years ago. Ugh, that is so old. We're getting so old. We need to stop getting old.
So old.
I'm Gonna Get You Good. Forever and for Always.
I love Forever and for Always.
There's not as many when you
fuck.
Kiss
I
Me.
love that song. So good. I haven't heard it in so long.
Yeah, there's not as many on this one that I know from, especially from like Come On Over. I'm Gonna Get You Good. She's not just a pretty face. I think Forever and for Always. It Only Hurts When I'm Breathing. I assume those are the singles.
Yeah, I don't recognize really any of them either.
Right?
Yeah. Like I'm sure if I listened to that album, that I only listened to fucking Come On Over and Woman and Me.
Yeah, those were the big, like
Those
those
are
were
the
the
two I
really
listened
big
to.
ones around here. And then Up was when, because like I said, it was 2002, so it was kind of, I know it sounds silly, but it was kind of where like even though the females were sort of,
I think that's where country started to turn a little poppy.
and also
So country
country
blame
turned,
Shania Twain for that.
country also turned a little manny.
Meaning?
Post 9/11, a lot of the women.
Oh, the men took over kind of deal. Yeah.
You had Toby Keith with the red, white, and blue, and then it was very patriotism. So there was a lot of like, you know, America.
Didn't
at
that
the time.
also happen with when America tried to fucking cancel the Dixie Chicks?
Well, that was all around the same time. That was
Yeah,
because
because that was like 02, 03. Wasn't there 04 when that happened?
Not Ready to Make Nice, I believe, was 06, and that was just after it all kind of happened. But that's what I mean. Like, I think that's kind of what it was, is that like post 9/11, you had all of these artists that were very pro their country, and then I guess I don't know if it was the Dixie Chicks that were a catalyst, but they could have just been they could have been that, you know, girls are mouthy or whatever, and you know,
we're emotional
and stuff like that. So
we can't control our mouths. What?
Right.
Nah.
I don't know for sure, but that's just kind of, you know, at a time of patriotism, it's sort of something that could have happened very well. So all the other girls, because of this one group, could have had repercussions. Or you had girls like Gretchen Wilson and Miranda Lambert that were like, yeah, we don't give a fuck who we are. And we're redneck. We don't care. We're going to burn your house down, whatever. Like, but they were like a certain badass girl. If you weren't a badass girl, then you were just kind of like, oh, I'm a sweet little innocent girl that's just going to play by the rules in country music. And then you started to get idols.
Yeah, because like I remember like listening to like Sarah Evans and Jessica Andrews, like that was like 03, 04. The Wilkersons,
Martina McBride, and like you had a lot of those in the post like late 90s, early 2000s, like right to 2001.
Yeah,
and then 2002, you kind of saw them faded out.
Yeah,
and I feel like that might have been a possible post 9/11 fallout, which I'm sure someone out there has wrote a dissertation on it for their masters or something.
It's
but
quite possible.
Either way. Yeah, so Up is celebrating 20 years, and again, it's kind of the one where it's like, I know some of the songs, but I don't know all of the songs. And it did go a little bit more popular. And she, I guess, she also performed on the Super Bowl halftime. that year.
She did, and it was actually really good. I think you should look that up. I remember this.
1 second.
I do remember her performance. I just need a reminder.
It's produced by Jimmy Iovine. He's usually pretty good at that kind of stuff. The first artist to have performed.
I remember that outfit. Holy shit,
She's
is she
the
hot.
first artist to perform at both the Grey Cup and the Super Bowl.
Sweet. Go Shania. Check that out.
Okay, yeah.
I love that.
Having already performed at the Grey
That's
Cup's
beauty.
90th a couple of months earlier.
Yeah.
The Grey Cup is the Super Bowl for Canada, for the
Yeah.
CFL, for those who don't know, in case you were wondering. We have our own. We got bigger balls in a longer field and one less down.
She was last in Super Bowl 30.
Actually in the song.
She was last in Super Bowl 37, played in San Diego in 2003. Yeah, she was the last country singer to she was the last country singer to perform at a Super Bowl, supposedly.
Oh, and then it was also Gwen Stefani and No Doubt sang Just a Girl with Her.
Yes, I do recall that
And
as
Sting
well.
performed Message in a Bottle.
Yes.
That's what it says here.
I do recall that. And I think she came to the stage floating down in like a fucking crane or something, or like...
And it was also the last, as of 2021, it was the last time that a country music artist performed at a Super Bowl halftime show.
I literally just said that.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
I was reading other stuff. I apologies. I was reading about you.
I do that too. I do that too while you're talking. I read like ahead what I'm going to say, and I sometimes miss what you said.
That's why we edit. We do get rid of duplicates. It's fine.
But mistakes are fun.
Shut up.
Shows that
over
we're
there.
human.
Right? I know Gaga comes in off the top, but I don't know if she
Oh, maybe it was Gaga. Yeah, maybe it was Gaga. That I'm getting it
She
confused.
jumped off the edge of the Super Bowl. Oh, I
Um,
paused it by accident.
way to be.
It's always funny when you see the people
know-
run in on the
And you know
field.
what's funny is when they make the stage like more to one side of the stadium than the other. So like you're literally like singing to the back. Your
Yeah.
back is to the
Half.
rest of the fucking audience.
Yeah.
Like instead of always having round stages or something.
Let's go, girls.
That'd be Kevin. A keyboardist.
He likes to get his Shania on too. 'cause
Keyboardist?
All Canadians, don't matter, man or
Yeah.
woman, we get our Shania on. We men feel like a
Most
woman,
Canadians like Shania Twain.
right?
Most of them.
Most of them.
But I really
It's true.
I gotta say, I do love her outfit.
It's true. She
I think
does.
you guys should Google it. It looks awesome.
It was very, very, trench coaty.
Yeah, sparkly.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I like the hot
Booty
boots.
shorts.
Yeah,
The
like-
knee highs.
Yeah, it was hot.
Kind of similar to the Man I Feel Like a Woman video, but more flashier.
Yeah, no cheetah print in sight.
No,
And
that
her-
was That's Don't Impress Me Much.
Oh my god. I'm hanging my head right now. Yes.
Man, I
yes,
Feel Like a
am.
Woman is the corset that we were talking about, the Robert Palmer wannabe.
Sorry, I haven't slept since fucking February.
Right? Yay, life.
Fuck.
My favorite.
Anyway.
Billy Currington.
Oh, Party for Two. That's in a later
Yeah,
album.
Party.
Oh, that one's good too.
That's a later
I
album.
remember about
Having
that.
a party.
Yeah.
And I think
Party
also
for
Mark McGrath does it with her in the pop version or
I
something.
do believe so, yes.
I think it's Mark
yes,
McGrath in
I
the
think
pop
that's the one I
version.
like better, to be
Yeah.
honest. Been a while.
I know. Shania. And then, The Woman in Me. Whose Bed Have Your Boots Been Under?
Yeah.
That one's from The Woman in Me, but still.
That
was-
one's a good one.
That was a fun one. And Don't
That's
Be
a good
Stupid.
one.
Or no, not that one. No, what's the other one?
I had
No, maybe that. Okay, no, that's the video I'm thinking of, but there's another one from that first album, The Woman in Me, that I'm thinking of. But Don't Be Stupid is the video where she does the tap dancing in it. The Woman in Me, which features If You're Not In It for Love, I'm Out of Here. I'm out of here.
My phone's being stupid. It's not
Any Man
loading
of Mine,
anything.
Whose Bed Have Your Boots Been Under? Yeah.
Yeah. My shit's not loading. It's being there we go.
That one apparently, I guess, almost went diamond because there's a diamond edition, which had like 3 extra songs on it. Oh, they're all live from Vegas. That's why. And danced remixed.
Yeah, there's The Woman in Me Needs a Man in You. I remember. Oh, this one I generally only listen to like the first half of the album.
Yeah. And then it kind of gets.
The Woman in Me.
Then
yeah.
it kind of gets.
And then Come On Over. I liked almost the whole thing.
all of them.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of Black Eyes Blue Tears or Rock This Country or I Won't Leave You Lonely.
I'm gonna rock this. That was a live video.
Yeah.
I remember that one was a live video. Much more music used to
Yeah.
play.
Because, I mean, it was one of, like, because anytime you buy a CD where, CD. Or
CD,
cassette,
not Spotify
Um,
playlist or single. The
'cause-
whole album. You had to buy a
Yeah.
whole album
most of the time,
for $20
you would
back in
buy-
that day too.
most of the time you would buy a new album only ever hearing 1 or 2 songs off of the album.
Yeah.
And because generally they released the single and then like a couple of weeks later they would drop the album. Like you drop the single to like, you know,
maybe
hype
sometimes
up the
you get
album.
2 singles.
Sometimes you get 2 singles out of it before the album drops or whatever. But most of the time you've only ever heard 1 song before you buy the album. So a lot of the time you end up with a CD that you only like a couple of songs on. So the odd one where you find you like more than half
All
the
of
songs, that's a great album.
Right.
That's a good find.
Yes.
And this one was one of them.
Yeah.
Come On Over was one of them. Up was one. I like a lot of the Up songs on Up. And like, you know, like every NSYNC album I've ever owned was like one of those. I love every fucking NSYNC song.
And I was thinking of that. I was like, those ones are too bad. But I was like,
Even
Backstreet Boys, I think the first album, there was a couple I wasn't
I love
too...
the first Backstreet Boys album.
There's a couple of songs.
I love that album.
No, I'm just thinking there's 1 or 2 songs that I'm not a fan of. And then like same on the second one, there's 1 or 2 songs I'm not a fan of. And that's what I was thinking. I was like, I think those are pretty good. Like, I think I like all of those because I'm like, there's only 1 or 2 I don't like on those albums. Yeah.
Like, it was...
But that was also my teeny bopper heart back then, too.
Mine, too. Like, it would be like Hanson. Like, I was listening to the Hanson album the other day, The Middle of Nowhere. And
it still kind of holds up.
Great album. It still holds up.
Like, I listened to it
Also,
one day by myself at work, and it kind of holds up.
I forget which band it is, but it's like a Newfound Glory kind of band, does a cover of Where's the Love. Maybe it is Newfound Glory. I'm not sure. But it's really good. But the only songs I don't necessarily like on that Hanson album is...
like, as an old person listening to Yearbook and With You in Your Dreams, totally different, like, perspective.
Yearbook gets me differently now.
Right? Than it did back then.
But it was Look at You, Baby.
Okay.
And I believe Speechless.
Okay.
Those are the only 2 songs I generally skip on that album.
Yeah.
And what really pisses me off is Three Car Garage is not on Spotify. So I can't fucking listen to River and Toy Soldier, and I love those ones. Or Tin Soldier. So good.
Get a CD player, gosh.
The DVD players are packed away.
I'm just kidding.
But I totes will when we're moving in. I'll break out the DVD player. I'll break
Oh,
out my
actually, you could
CDs.
probably have that CD player if it
Why?
still works. Because I thought I was buying a cassette player, but it's only a cassette recorder.
Well, that's fucking stupid.
Right? Why am I recording?
Why wouldn't you be able to
onto a
play-
cassette from a CD?
Not mention how can you check for how can you check for feedback or how it's recording? Fucking
It's only a
stupid
cassette
company.
recorder. Stupid. So if it plays CDs, if you want it, you can
That's fucking dumb.
probably have it.
That's okay. I have several DVD players. It's alright.
Right.
But thanks, I appreciate it. But yeah, any other of these songs that you want to talk about?
God bless the child.
Okay, Any Man of Mine. That one.
Feet can't take no more.
Any man of mine better walk the line. Better show me a pleasing, squeezing kind of time. Yeah, I said the lyrics wrong. What of it? No, I don't fucking want YouTube. I just want the... No! Riboflavin!
I
There.
hate those
No,
ads.
why would you fucking just show me the goddamn
The
lyrics?
ads are always so like,
There.
I'm yelling at you on YouTube. They're
But
the
I love it
worst.
where it's like, any man of mine will say it fits just right when last year's dress is just a little too tight. Anything I do or say better be okay when I have a bad hair day.
Right.
Like, this is a song where it's like, oh, woe is me, I'm a woman, blah, 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 blah. But also on the flip, it's kind of a funny song.
It is.
Where it's like, you have standards, and
You're
standards.
You're taking yourself back. You are standing like, I
Yeah.
am who I am. And if you don't like it,
Or like,
this is me. My man knows who I am and he deals with it.
better disagree when I say another woman's looking better than me. When I cook him dinner and I burn it black, you better say, I like it like that. Yeah, do. That one. Better show me a teasing, squeezing, pleasing kind of time. I'm so sorry I messed up those lyrics. My bad.
Oh.
But yeah, like, but you know what? If you do the flip, if a guy sang a song, any woman of mine better do these. Oh my God. It would
94.
be fucking.
It was 94. Remember.
Even in 94, it would still be like, oh, fuck you, asshole. Don't fucking tell me how to be, like, you know, like.
No pigeons?
Then I'm not going to be a woman of yours.
I believe we had a no pigeons
Yep.
in relations to no scrubs.
Yep. Because, like.
That was a clapback.
Like,
It was, but guess what? It didn't even fly as much as no
Yeah.
scrubs either way.
For
No
all,
scrubs
like-
was still better.
well, for all the horrible guys out there,
Yeah.
there are just as horrible women.
Yes, this is true.
Like,
There was the Amon.
there's
fuck
assholes
you, fuck
in
you right
both
back.
genders.
Yes, there's always.
Or non-genders.
Yes, or non.
There are assholes in all degrees of life.
Yeah. So,
Anyway.
on that note, Shania.
Anything else about Shania Twain that you want to mention before we wrap up our episode?
just yeah, she's Canada's Canada's treasure.
Shania's sweetheart.
We love her. She's
I
coming
wouldn't
back.
mind seeing her in
I would like to see her in
live.
concert. I considered Boots and Hearts tickets, but the rest of the lineup isn't
Who's
quite
the rest
enough.
of the lineup?
Sam Hunt's there one day, I think.
I know who that is. I've heard of him.
Eric Church, maybe? No, I think Eric Church was there supposed to
Hold
be
on,
there
I'm on
before.
it.
Yeah.
Boots and Hearts 2022. It is hair in my face. Here, Shania Twain, Florida Georgia Line, Sam Hunt, Walker Hayes. I only don't know who Walker Hayes is.
And we fancy like Applebee's on the date night. Got
Nope.
Burber Street Steak. I
Nope.
just figured it's on TikTok. It's on it's actually in an Applebee's commercial now, apparently.
I still don't have TikTok.
I know, but you have stepchildren that I wouldn't be surprised if you might have accidentally heard it from them going like this.
How? They never come out of their rooms.
I guess. Who else?
Oh, there's more people. Okay.
Yeah. Lindsay L.
I don't know
Tyler
who that is. I don't know
Rich.
who that is. I don't know who that is. I don't know
Priscilla
that
Block is
person.
actually pretty awesome.
More. No, I don't know any of those
Nico
people.
Moon is pretty okay. Dustin
Who's that?
Lynch.
Callista Clark, Riley Taylor. Oh,
Oh,
no,
goodness.
no
Yeah,
idea.
see the previous one, but then like the one before lockdown happened, it was like Morgan Wallen, Eric Church, Hardy. I think Sam Hunt was also supposed to be there. I think it was like all of these crazy, ridiculous like.
I
country
only
big
know
names.
who Morgan
Maybe Luke
Wallen
Bryan
is.
was also supposed to be there too.
I only know who Morgan Wallen is because of his N-word debacle.
And I've told you about him many,
And
many,
you told
many
me about
times.
him.
Long before
Eric
that
Church,
debacle.
no fucking clue. Sam Hunt,
You
Sure,
would
I've
know
heard of
Eric
him.
Church. If you've heard of Sam Hunt, then you've definitely heard of Eric Church. Eric Church has been around fucking forever.
What was his
Springsteen,
song? Well, I'm gonna look because
Record Year is one of the more recent ones. I just know he's been out. All I wanna do is put a drink in my hand.
I'm sorry, I'm not with.
No,
it
that was
anymore.
like long time ago. That's what I'm
Heart
saying.
on
That was like an
Fire,
old song.
Smoke a little smoke, Springsteen. No,
I feel like Eric Church is the one person if you know in country, like that everyone should know in country. Because he's the, I don't know, just longest, besides like Luke Bryan, he's the one who's been around longest right now.
I know who Luke Bryan is because because they played a lot of his songs on like the radio Giant Tiger radio thing.
That's why I'm surprised they haven't played Eric Church either. That's why I'm like, what? And also Luke Bryan is also an Idol judge too in the last couple of years.
So what would you say is his most popular song, Eric Church?
Talladega or Springsteen maybe?
Okay, well here's Springsteen.
Or Drink in My Hand.
That reminds me a little of like a Tim McGraw kind of.
Sort of.
I could get on board with that. What was his other one you said? Talladega?
Like this is Drink in My Hand.
Oh, I know that song.
Right?
Okay, maybe it was just because I didn't know because you were singing it. No offense.
Record year.
But that's what I was
But
like,
yeah,
you have...
no, I know that song. All you gotta do is put
'Kay.
a drink in my hand.
I was
Yep.
like, you have to at least know
Okay.
an Eric Church song. I was like, you can't not know at
All
least
right.
one Eric Church song.
Okay, so
No, you
we
know a lot of them, but that's the thing is he's not like he doesn't just like pop out and be like, oh, you know,
I'm this guy. Like
he's been low key for so long.
he's not he doesn't play into celebrity, which is the other thing about him.
okay. All right, I can be down with that.
So that's why you also don't really hear about him, is he doesn't play into his celebrity. He doesn't put himself out there.
Well,
as
maybe
often
I
and
will
that,
like
so.
look into him and maybe listen to his albums at work next week.
Yeah, there's some good ones.
Maybe I will.
Talladega's pretty good.
I mean, this could be my my catalyst into launching me into new country.
Right.
Whatever.
And you don't.
Gag
It's not all artists. Like there's some artists that I can't even. We can't even. We don't. But there's artists we found that we're like, hey, we like this one. We like this. We like this. We'll take this. We'll take that.
Well,
And that's really what it is.
I'll find maybe some songs of his that I like add to my list, and then I'll enhance.
Right.
Enhance
Enhance
my
Spotify.
and maybe
Dance, Spotify, dance.
discovered so much music and so many bands because of this. I like sea
Right.
shanties.
Lindy's a pirate
Yeah.
now.
I'm a pirate now, yo ho.
Arg.
Yo ho.
And a bottle of rum, but she doesn't like rum anymore.
Oh, I do too. I brought it over. Remember
that's true.
daiquiris?
Oh,
Wait, we don't
that's
have
true.
ice.
We don't have ice.
Did not think of that.
Right. The one thing we forgot about.
Anyway, I
On
think
that
that's
note, I think that's
time to say bye-bye.
Time to say bye-bye.
Yep.
So we will see you guys. Talk to you guys next week, I guess. You can find us on all of our socials as always, and where you can find podcasts.
Yeah, anywhere you listen, you can find us. Just search Turn of the Millennials and there we'll be.
Right. And next time we'll probably be in separate rooms again. So
By the way, I hope you guys are all adjusting to this daylight savings time because I sure as hell fuck isn't.
I haven't been too bad
I'm
with
tired.
it. I'm not too bad with it this year, but that's okay.
All right. Well, have a good night, guys. Peace out.
See ya. Bye. Thank you, everyone, for listening to this episode of our podcast. If you liked it, be sure to check out our previous episodes on our website at www.millennialspod.com. And also, you can check them out on Spotify, Anchor, Google, or Apple Podcasts. While you're there, hit the follow and subscribe buttons so you can stay up to date on all of our latest episodes. Also, you can follow us on all of the socials, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, at Turn of the Millennials Pod, and like us on Facebook to leave a comment and a review. We greatly appreciate it. We will see you next episode.